Hey, beautiful Hair Lounge community. My name's Angelina, and this is the Hair Lounge. Today we're going to talk all about fine thinning hair. A few things you can do and some things you should avoid. Stay tuned and we'll get right into it. I know this is kind of a topic no one really wants to talk about because if you have fine thinning hair, you're kind of embarrassed. But to be honest, there's no reason you should be. This is why I'm on here talking to you guys. That way I can teach you things that you can do to help improve your hair. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to hear more. Hey, I'm waiting. Hit that subscribe button. All right, you guys. I have quite a few clients who tell me, my hair is really thinning, or when I wash my hair, I run my hands through it, and every single time I have hair on my hands. I will tell you, you can lose roughly about 100 or more hairs a day. So it may be just normal hair loss. There's also seasons of losing your hair. It's not always the same time. I know people think, oh, in the spring my hair is supposed to grow and it's not supposed to fall out. There is no rhyme or reason to when your hair is in a shedding phase. But there is all different phases. A shedding, a resting, a growing. So it's all very, very different based off of you and your body. I will tell you, if you are noticing more than, those 100, 150 hairs a day, you may want to go in to your doctor and get blood work done. This is something that they can kind of narrow down if there's any underlying health issues going on. So obviously I am not a doctor, so I cannot diagnose any of my clients or any of you for that matter with, any underlying medical issues that you have. So you want to make sure you are talking to your physician if you are having more than 100, 150 hairs a day falling out, or if you're noticing bald patches or your part line's getting a little bit wider and you're starting to really see your scalp. So I do want to make sure that you all know, talk to your doctor first. But these are a few tips that as a hairstylist I can give you to help get new hair growth back, or to avoid stressing your hair and causing you to lose your hair. So to begin, I'm going to talk about things that you should be doing or shouldn't be doing when it comes to washing your hair. I do have a video of how to properly shampoo and condition your hair. If you haven't watched that, click this link right up here to take you to that video. But I'll kind of generalize a few things that you should and shouldn't be doing. You should not be washing every single day. The reason is you have natural oil on your scalp, and if you are washing every day, you are making your oil that your body is producing produce less. So you want to make sure you are not washing every single day. Another thing is if you are washing every single day and you're drying every single day, that's hard on your hair as well. So I always like to recommend, if you are washing your hair, to, if you can, let your hair air dry. That's going to take one heat step out that is drying or damaging or putting your hair in stress. So if you can, let your hair air dry. I only dry my hair with a blow dryer maybe once a week. And sometimes I don't even just do the whole thing. I just part my hair and kind of get my bangs going in the direction that I want them to go. And then I let the rest air dry. So make sure you are trying to avoid as much heat or heat tools that you can. If you do have to use heat tools, use a heat protectant. That's going to protect those stressed hair strands. Another thing is make sure you're conditioning your hair. Like I said, your scalp produces oil, but if you tend to be drier, you need to help your scalp and give your scalp oil or conditioner or something to help your ends of your hair or your scalp maintain its health. So if you do notice you have a drier scalp, you may want to add a little bit of conditioner onto your scalp. Make sure you're rinsing it very, very well off of your scalp, but you may need to be rehydrating that scalp or your ends. Another thing is make sure you're using, after you shampoo, you're using the heat protectants, the oils, the things that are going to kind of help your hair be healthy and not dry. A lot of times people think, oh, I feel like I'm losing my hair, but really their hair is just breaking. So if you ever notice when you're combing your hair and you're seeing kind of the little flakes falling down, or if you're floor is dark or your rug is dark and you're noticing tiny little hairs, it's normally hair breakage. So that means your hair is dry. And that's not saying that your hair is falling out, it's just those ends are breaking. So you want to make sure you're rehydrating your hair. Now let's talk about the inside of your body. So with the inside of your body, whatever you're putting in your body, it comes out through your hair. A lot of you know, drug tests, you can see on your, you can do a hair strand and you can see what is in your body from a drug test, from your hair. So you need to remember what you're putting in your body. Obviously your hair is either absorbing or, not getting enough nutrition. So I like to recommend my clients that notice their hair is a little bit more fragile, or they're noticing their hair isn't as healthy, or they're losing hair, to add biotin into their vitamin routine. Or you can do hair, skin, and nails. A lot of people like to use prenatals as well. Those normally have a little bit more, other vitamins or nutrients in them that is not just the biotin, but biotin helps with your skin, your nails, your hair. It's all made out of the same thing. So biotin really, really helps. Another thing is water. You need to drink a lot of water. Water is going to hydrate your body, and it's also going to hydrate your hair. So you need to make sure you are drinking plenty of water. They have cool little calculators online to determine by your weight how many, ounces you're supposed to be drinking. So go online and find one of those to be able to find what amount of water you should be drinking. Obviously, eat healthy, well-balanced diet, all that kind of stuff that everybody kind of knows. That's also going to help your hair. Another thing is stress. Obviously, we can't really control stress in our lives, which I understand, but stress does contribute to hair loss. So if you've lost a loved one, or if you're stressed at your job or your relationship, any added stress that you put on your body, your hair will fall out. That is something that a lot of people don't realize, and you normally don't notice it right away. It's normally kind of a delayed reaction. It's normally like 6-8 weeks and you start noticing, God, my hair is really falling out. And you're like, I don't know why I'm not stressed right now, but if a month, 2 months ago, you were really stressed, or say you lost a lot of weight, your hair will fall out. So try not to stress. I really love self-care. So if you have a stressful day at work, come home, take a bath, have a glass of wine, watch a funny movie, do whatever makes you feel less stress in your life. Another thing is I love doing hydrating masks on my hair. So say you are stressed, double whammy. Put a hydrating mask on your hair, a leave-in conditioner, sit in the bathtub. And that's going to help, obviously yourself internally, but it's also going to help your hair. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to actual things that are going to help regrow your hair. So Nioxin is a really good thinning hairline, and you can use they have different systems that you can use based off of your hair type if you are just thinning or if you're noticeably thin. Then they also have for color treated and natural or not colored hair. So those are really good ones. And then they have scalp treatments that you can spray on your scalp to be able to help regrow your hair. There's tons of other lines out there like that. I'm not really opposed to any of them. I think all of them do really well. I do think that if you are noticing that you have, noticeably thinning hair, then a lot of times as scalp treatments, you do need to incorporate into your scalp routine. A lot of times it brings oxygen flow to your scalp and helps kind of regenerate your hair follicles, and so that will help regrow your hair. Another thing is make sure you are cleaning your scalp really good. A lot of times people don't realize that your hair follicles, if they are blocked whatsoever by hair product, or you have a really oily scalp, or after you shampoo your hair, you're still feeling kind of grittiness to your scalp, or it's still oily feeling, you are going to start losing your hair. I say a lot of times for my guy clients, they use pomades and wax, and those really plug up your hair follicle. So make sure you're using a really good cleansing shampoo. If you still are not getting good suds, shampoo twice, because if those follicles are blocked, they will not grow hair. Okay, so guys, I cannot stress that enough. I've had a lot of guy clients who I'm really thinning, and a lot of times that's what it is, because guys don't worry about their hair as often until it's too late. Sometimes you have to just cut your hair. Say it's starting to grow back and you have all these tiny, tiny little hairs growing in the top. Sometimes it's time to just do the chop, get rid of those super, super thin ends and cut it so that way it is not thin looking, and then you can kind of help regrow it. So those are kind of my tips and tricks for thinning hair. Another thing that you can do is silk pillowcases. Those are really good for not stressing your hair out. Towel dry your hair good, don't rub it. If you're rubbing it, you're roughing up the cuticle and that will cause breakage. Make sure you're using a wide tooth comb when you're combing through your hair. That way you're not tugging and pulling on your stressed hair. That causes breakage and makes you feel like you're losing your hair. If you guys have any tips down below that you have noticed that has helped you if you have thinning hair, please leave comments down below. Everybody likes to read them and we can kind of bounce different ideas off. But I hope this will help you if you do have fine or thinning hair, kind of help regrow that hair, because no one likes thin hair if you can help avoid losing any more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and we'll see you guys all next time. Bye-bye.